Spooky nights, huh? Collect coins and kill the werewolf to get spooky points. Use these items and double the chance of getting coins. Win exclusive rewards. Hey, look, there's my double barrel shotgun. Right there. That's awesome. Hurry. I only have 6 days, 13 hours, 53 minutes, and 35 seconds left. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Respawnables, where it has been exactly a year since I played Respawnables, like, diligently. And I do apologize for that. There was actually a moment on the channel where Respawnables was more prevalent than Blitz Brigade. I legitimately love this game, and I have been made aware by Montel Kelly, amongst others, that Respawnables 2 is going to be coming out fairly soon. And today, while playing the Spooky Nights new Halloween event that's going on in the game, I'm going to be talking about what I'd like to see from Respawnables 2. Ooh, look at this! You know what I've never done before is use a controller with this game. I've never used a controller before, and today I think I'm going to be giving it a shot. So there goes my first complaint. I don't know where that was. I was going to say that hey, look, it's Ghostbusters. I would love to see controller support in Respawnables 2, but there's no reason to make that statement if Respawnables 1 allows for controller. I don't know where I got it in my head that you can't use a controller on Respawnables. I don't know where I got that idea. Although if I'm using one, I think I need to bump up the sensitivity just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, it feels okay. I'll get used to it. The thing about the controller is that I absolutely love the SteelSeries Nimbus. I gave it, I think, 9 out of 9 full bores. Ew, look at how, like, leaky this place is. It's real leaky. But it's a little stiff. I am way more used to using a controller on a console, so that's why I figured that it would be a great change to be able to just go to a controller on the iPhone. But the sticks are a tiny bit stiff. I realize now that I'm used to the DualShock 4, which is if you want one, you got to spend nearly $70 to get a DualShock 4 controller. Hey, look at that. Would you look at that? How do I reload? It's the A button. I got to get familiar with this. So far, though, this is very enjoyable. Heavens to Betsy. First thing oh! That's the werewolf. How do I kill you? Are you on my side? Oh no, it was a connection error. Ah! I need to raise the sensitivity again. Leave me alone. So what I would love to see from Respawnables 2, one thing that I would really enjoy seeing is actual stats from weapons. For instance, I know that the weapons have, like, you can either have, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 worth of power, or, like, range or something like that, or fire rate or something. I'd love to see actual numerical stats, sort of akin to Blitz Brigade. Now, by no means do I want this game to become Blitz Brigade. I love that it's a third-person shooter, and I actually prefer third-person shooters when given the option, because I like being able to see my character. It allows me to identify with them a little bit more. Like, this is my character that I've customized and everything, you know? So that brings me to my first point. I'd love to see, 1, more of the same. 2, more of the same art style. I love Respawnables art style. I would, however, like to see more base customization options for your soldier. Your character in-game is going to be following you the entire time through your adventures in Respawnables, and as such, I think you should be able to customize him just a little bit more. Perhaps even the ability to select, like, the sex and race of your soldier as well. That'd be really cool. Oh, hello, Mr. McBackpack. I don't want to get destroyed by this homie. I really need to bump up the sensitivity just all the way. There we go. Let's commit. Let's just commit. Yeah, it doesn't feel much different. It doesn't feel different at all. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking that I may need to as much as I would love. How about I'd love to see some higher sensitivity. Let's do that. Love to see higher sensitivity in Respawnables 2. I was hoping to just keep the controller going, so that way you guys wouldn't have to see the sticks on screen, because whenever possible, I do prefer that. But I prefer the higher sensitivity in the moment. Ha! Have some candy, fool! The next thing I'd like to see from Respawnables 2 is a jump button. I know it seems strange, but there are a lot of shooters out there. There are a lot of shooters out there that all operate on one plane on the iPhone. Oh no! He got the green one. But a jump button would allow for a lot more creativity as far as maps. They could suddenly be creating a whole bunch of traversal options. in the game. You could even like climb up ledges perhaps, or you could be able to find ways to get up higher and get an advantage in game. Hey, I was at the top. What did I just unlock? The heavy machine gun. Claim and equip. Or I'll just claim it. I don't want to equip it. Stealth! Claim. Oh, look at this. This is the not Ghostbuster version. The non-Halloween one. I'm assuming the Ghostbusters is for Halloween, but I know that they do. I know that Respawnables likes to do promotions with different IPs all the time. So, like I was saying, a jump button and only a jump button, because part of the draw of Respawnables is that there's really not a whole lot on screen. There's a move button, a shoot button, and a reload button that you don't necessarily even have to use because you'll reload when you run out of ammo. Speaking of which, I love that there's infinite ammo. Respawnables was one of the first games to actually kind of like do that on the App Store, you know? Like, and it made me realize that limited ammo is kind of dated. And Overwatch actually did the same thing. They're like, hey, you don't really need ammo. Ammo's dumb, and I completely agree. Because the odds are that you are going to die before you run out of ammo in most games, like Call of Duty, even Blitz Brigade. I just need 2 more tokens. Another thing that I'd like to see continued, events. They do a lot of events. However, I would like to see a little bit more variety in the method of acquiring, like, the event currency, if you will. Because usually it just involves kill people and, you know, they'll sometimes drop the thing for the event rather than the usual point bonus. And that's the extent of the events normally. I'd like to see a little bit more. Perhaps a new game mode that you could play for the event or something like that. The only trouble then is, like, what if people don't like the new game mode? That is a definite concern, but you know what? Sometimes it pays off to take a few risks. The next thing I'd like to see is bonus customization options that are just aesthetic. Not everything has to... Hey, I killed the werewolf! That's pretty great. Werewolf Hunter, plus 500. Awesome. Not every piece of armor has to have some sort of stat boost. Stat boosts are great, don't get me wrong, but I'd love to see some that I can just equip onto my character and not have to worry about whether or not it like lowers or raises my stats. Maybe there's a backpack that looks really, really nice and I want to wear it, but it's worse than my current armor. Let me just equip that as an aesthetic bonus. And that would open up a whole different realm for microtransactions for them, so it's very profitable. Which is good. I'm all for profitability. Like, you gotta make money somewhere. Because, like, at the end of the day, I like this game and I want it to continue. Is he shooting me? I can't really tell. I definitely like this, that the boss appears every so often. They've done this before. The werewolf is definitely a little bit easier to kill than the last one. I forget what he was. I keep losing connection. I don't know what's going on. Maybe the host is... Oh, I'm winning! Maybe the host... Oh, you know what? The dude who was winning bailed out. Anyway, guys, so this episode's almost over. Thank you all so much for watching. So those are my thoughts on Respawnables 2. What would you guys like to see in the new Respawnables game? Is there a new game mode you want to see? More weapons, perhaps aesthetic bonuses too? Anyway, guys, hope you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.